Well, this next story is for those of you who fish. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission says red tide means snook harvesting season was cut short, and that's from parts of Sarasota to Charlotte counties, including Pelican Bay.
Yeah, that's where Fox 4 meteorologist Andrew Shipley found that many are in favor of this decision. Andrew.
Yeah, that's right. It's people like myself. We're all excited when September 1st hit, which means snook season opens, but that didn't last all too long. FWC shut that right down for us in Charlotte Harbor, and I spoke to a local bait shop, Pelican Bay Outfitters, and they told me, to my surprise, many charter captains are in favor of this.
Our captains do not want it open, specifically because they don't think that the population is how it was, let's say, before red tide.
Inside Camille Lumbert's Pelican Bay bait shop, she's hearing firsthand.
And of course, all my guys that come in the bait shop, they love to catch snook and obviously miss eating it.
How two sides feel about the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission shutting down snook season. While FWC says recovery from red tide caused this, many people here feel the real reason is some not following the rules.
A lot of people around here that get away with it, we're not, going to hear about that. We do try to enforce people to, look at the regulations, periodically, because they could change overnight.
Now that means while fishing is allowed from Venice Beach in Sarasota County down to Vanderbilt Beach in Collier County, fish there could only be targeted and must be released.
It's kind of what everybody's been asking. Why is it closed here, but I could drive down there and catch them? It's like, we're not too sure. Everybody wants to keep it catch and release, which isn't a bad thing for our future.
And with the future in mind, the sustainability of the species is something Lumbert knows many guides as well as FWC are focused on.
They're not a fast-producing fish, let's say, like a mahi is. So, I think it'd take a while for that same population to get back where it was before red tide came.
Now, Lumbert tells me that she could see hundreds of snook in the docks behind me just yesterday morning, which is a sign that these fish are in size of those breeder fish that we need to increase that population. Now, I also did get a statement from FWC. Now, you can see that on your screen. That states that snook will remain catch and release in Charlotte Harbor region in response to ongoing concerns about habitat conditions in Charlotte Harbor, which was the epicenter of the red tide events this last several years, and how this will impact inshore species. Now, despite snook season being closed now until next March, there's still other game fish that are open, like redfish. Until then, snook will have to wait until March 1st. At Pelican Bay, meteorologist Andrew Shipley, Fox 4.